I want to talk today about 3 things that you can do if you're having a problem with sleep. So if you are having a problem going to sleep, or perhaps you're waking up in the middle of the night and not able to get back to sleep. Now, what I've found with lots of my clients that I help with sleep is a pattern. So firstly, they've developed a sleep problem. So that's usually due to things like hot sweats, or it might be pain or a bereavement, or even a bad cold might have set off a sleep problem. So they next start to research how they can improve the sleep. So this usually involves finding out about things like sleep hygiene. So making sure that the room is cool and dark. They start having hot baths before they go to bed. They start doing yoga. They start doing breathing exercises and meditation, avoiding caffeine, etc., etc. Now, none of these are bad things. They're all really great things and good things to do. However, if you're developing a sleep problem and you're setting up, rituals around your bedtime, these actually contribute to what's called sleep anxiety, and they can make your sleep problem worse. So that's the second thing they start doing. And then the next thing they start doing is actually looking at sleep supplements, or over-the-counter sleep medication, or even going to the GP and getting some prescribed night sedation. Now, whilst night sedation and over-the-counter medication can help you sleep for the first couple of nights, typically to get the same effect, you're going to need an increasing dose going forward. So generally speaking, night sedation and over-the-counter sedation, they're not the answer to sleep problems, and actually there are significant side effects with both of them. So you don't really want to be going down that route. So the 3 things that I recommend you doing if you're having a problem or starting to develop a problem with sleep, the first thing is to go to bed later than you normally would. And it sounds a little bit counterintuitive, this, but actually if you can go to bed when you're very sleepy, you have a much higher chance of going to sleep when you put your head on the pillow. Make sure you set an alarm to get up as well, so that you're not having long lie-ins, and just restrict your time in bed a little bit so that you're actually getting a decent amount of sleep, and then your body will start to recognise that actually your bed is a place where you do go to sleep. The next thing to do is to never stay in bed awake during the night. So if you're waking up, or in fact if you can't go to sleep at the beginning of the night, don't lie in bed hoping and praying that you're going to go to sleep. Make sure that you get up, go to another room, cool down if you're very hot, and do something that's really relaxing. So avoid computer screens or your phone. That's going to stimulate your mind. But things like reading or watching television, knitting, colouring, all those things are really great things to do. And then after about 20 or 30 minutes, go back to bed, and quite often you'll find that you can actually get back to sleep at that point. So the third thing to do is to do what's called a constructive worry diary. Now, if we're busy during the day and we're having lots of things going on, we often don't get time to actually process all our worries and thoughts. And as soon as we hit our head on the pillow, we've got a nice quiet space where we can start thinking about all these things. And so that can obstruct your sleep significantly. If you can get down all the thoughts, worries and ideas out of your head into a journal or even a piece of paper, whatever you choose, about 2 hours before you go to bed, and if you can actually think through what the resolution to those problems might be, that's even better. So that when you go to bed at night, you're not starting to ruminate over all the thoughts that you've avoided having during the day. So that's the third tip. Now, these things really, really do work. They've been researched, they do work. They are really good for helping to improve your sleep. So I definitely recommend you trying those and be consistent with them. So if you found these 3 tips and this video helpful, I'd be really grateful if you could like and subscribe. And then I'm going to pop up above a link to another video that you might find interesting to watch about how to improve your sleep.